Oh, hey guys. Hi. It's a little bit before Christmas. I don't know when you guys are gonna see this, but just got a package in the mail from Mr. Pixel Dan. So I'm gonna open it up. It says fragile. I guess it's French. It says 2 rock bass from Pixel Dan. You shouldn't have, really. I feel like a bum. I didn't really get you guys much. Holy. Oh my god, man. It's Robotech, guys. I haven't seen characters like this in well, since this came out. My god, 1985. Little card from Dan says, "These are a little too mitten box. Merry Christmas." Alright, you know I gotta do a not mitten box about this. And thanks to Pixel Dan, we're gonna look at some Robotech action figures.
Robotech. How many different Japanese toy lines came out in the 80s that instilled such coolness factor? Robotech was one of those series when you watched as a kid you went, wow, am I really allowed to watch this? This is so cool. Well, here's a little thing people don't know about Robotech. Robotech is actually based on 3 different animated series. Super Dimension Fortress Macross, Super Dimension Cavalry Southern Cross, and Genesis Climber MOSPEADA. All these 3 things together formed Robotech the cartoon show. Basically what they did was they took 3 completely different cartoons, smashed them together because they were kind of similar, and made one show. The company to blame for this is Harmony Gold USA. In 1985, Matchbox Toys got to release Robotech action figures. Now, here's a little backstory about that. They were able to produce the action figures, the guys that will become 3 3/4 inch action figures, very similar to G.I. Joe at the time. But one of the signature robots from the series could not be used because he was being used as Jetfire by Hasbro, and it was one of the main robots in Macross / Robotech. So how are you going to have a toy line if you can't have one of the main robots? Well, it doesn't matter. They made so many cool extensions of awesomeness that you just kind of dealt with it. Let's get into the whole Robotech toy line that Dan gave us today. And first out, one thing that's perfectly clear that you guys gotta understand is that it was 1985. If you remember G.I. Joe action figures at that time, the girl figures always looked pretty horrendous. So 2 of the girls in this set don't look like the pictures that are displayed. First figure we'll take a look at is Emiria, the green-haired Robotech Defense Force Lieutenant. She operates the VF-1, the Vertech Fighter. Let's check out this packaging. The artwork is straight from the cartoon. You can clearly see that. But you can clip and save. You can tell they're completely ripping off G.I. Joe here. But file cards are awesome, so why not? Roy Forker. I didn't curse, I swear, that's his name, Roy Forker. Lisa Hayes. She's 24 years old. She's a Robotech Defense Force Lieutenant as well. She's the daughter of the Admiral, so you know she got special privileges. And what does she get to operate? The SDF-1 Battle Fortress. That's like if you're a part of Transformers and you get to hang out with Fortress Maximus. Brite. Yeah, he's a bad guy. You know how you can tell he's a bad guy? Half his head is metal, and he's got a little green monocle over the metal side of his face. And he's angry. Alright, enough talk about these guys. Let's get these out of packages. The plastic is really cheap on these figures, and I'm afraid that if I move them too much, they might break. And that's definitely going with the Brite. His head is very stiff, but that's also, he's 20-something years old in package. His elbow joints don't go too far, so he can't really bend his elbows in half. But he does have good articulation in the shoulders and the upper arm. Alright, now let's check out Lisa Hayes. Take Lisa out of the package. He's got all the articulation points that G.I. Joe action figure had at the time. The shoulders, the upper arm, the elbows, the rubber band in the waist, and the knee joints, and the legs move. Here's this funny thing about these figures. They come with rubber helmets, so they're very soft rubber. So you put them over the head. It's a little difficult. It takes a little time, but you can do it. And they come with the same generic gun. So sometimes certain figures can hold it, some figures can't. So you have to really force it in there. You have to be careful with that. Alright, Roy Falker. Doesn't he look like David Bowie? Alright, just like the rest of the humans in this series, they're the exact same articulation. There's kind of only two suits in the whole series. They have the guy suits and the girl suits, just with different colors. And his helmet, of course, is very rubbery and soft, and it's a little tricky to get on. And he has a real trouble holding on to the gun. Yeah, Roy Falker doesn't want to stand up for nothing. And great, I knocked over Brite and Lisa Hayes. Ugh, give me a second, guys. Standing these figures is really tough because they all look like they're really wearing high heels, which is not battle friendly. Miria. She's the one with the wonderful green hair. Once again, soft rubber helmet. The scopes on these heads are just horrendous. But it's standard time frame for that type of toy. Girl toys just look better with the helmet on, so keep the helmet on. And of course, same generic gun. Alright, stand these guys up. I have to say that, having these figures now, I think I appreciate these figures a lot more now than I did then. The nostalgia factor is so to the roof right now, and when Dan gave these to me, I just was like, oh my god, I can't believe I got these guys again. And on top of everything else, they're not the best figures, and I don't think they would stand up if they weren't in the package. I think if you find these guys loose in mint condition, you're lucky. But even so, I got 2 Brite and 3 awesome additions to my collection. Thank you, Pixel Dan. Merry Christmas, everybody. And remember, they're your toys. Play with them the way you want.